The last 10 years during my working career, I had really severe degeneration in my hips. And so the year I retired, I had both hips replaced. When we connected, I was 255 to 260 pounds, the weakest physically I'd ever been in my life, which was impacting balance, energy. I had decided I will never be able to rebuild this muscle mass. And to have that type of strength come back over the last few months, and just the motivation of tracking it in the app, the motivation of talking to you every week to encourage me, challenge me, push me to go a little bit harder, that's what's changed my life. Because muscle is coming back, balance is coming back, confidence is coming back, energy is coming back. We beat our 10% a body weight goal, and I'm considering what will be the next goal. Getting on this program, it changed how I look at aging. It changed how I look at the work I do with CEOs around the country. It changed how I interact with my family.
Dusty, thanks for joining me today, my man. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Jimmy.
So why don't we kick it off today by you just telling us a little bit about who you are, what you do, family situation. Give us a rundown.
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Dusty Rubeck, and I was a 25-year turnaround CEO. I retired from that three and a half years ago and just kicked off an executive advisory practice. I work with handful of CEOs all over the country, helping them with leadership issues, and spend a lot more time with my family now and a little bit of time working on my health again, which I know we'll be talking about today. But got 2 grown kids and 2 grandkids that we spend an awful lot of time with. My wife and I just celebrated our 42nd wedding anniversary and went to Europe for 2 weeks, and we tried to do everything that Jamie Mackey has told me not to do for us.
And so how old are you now, Dusty?
Just turned 64.
Just turned 64. Okay. And so walk me through, we've been working together for about 5-6 months now. Is that right?
We started the middle of April.
Okay.
Yep.
So then walk me through some of those results you've seen in terms of numbers, maybe besides last week, over the course of those 5-6 months.
Those will be the asterisk on my.
Yeah. We'll go to back to the door.
No, it's been pretty amazing. The last 10 years during my working career, I was traveling very heavy, and I had really severe degeneration in my hips. And so the year I retired, I had both hips replaced. And whereas many people have the story of they do that, the pain goes away, they're back at it in 3 to 6 months, I had really some fairly severe complications on both hips. And so instead of a recovery, I ended up with about 2.5, 3 years of really limited mobility, not able to get into the gym, not walking much. And so rather than getting better, I began to get weaker and weaker and weaker. When we connected, I was at, I'm 6'3". I was at 255 to 260 pounds, the weakest physically I'd ever been in my life, which was impacting balance, energy, all of those types of things. So I primarily got involved because I wanted to lose weight. And so when I think I've joked with you before. I figure I've lost about 2,000 pounds in my life. So, going all the way back to early days as a wrestler in high school, and a lot of bad programs through my life.
Sure.
I'd lose 20 or 30 pounds and I'd gain 32 back. And just had been in that. But when I read about your nutrition program and the approach to it, I thought that's very interesting. And it was funny when we started, my wife actually started with me at the same time. Our big challenge was we weren't used to eating that much because we'd been doing intermittent for several years. And it's like, are you kidding me? We've got to eat 3 times a day. And at the end of the day, and I had all these macros that I needed to hit. So that was the first thing that really broke us out of the mold in this program was we need to feed, and we need to feed right, and we need to do it 3 times a day. And all of a sudden, I'm pretty much full all of the time and satisfied, and my energy levels are going up. And to me, kind of the combination of you all setting the right macro targets, having the app that tracks it, and then checking in every week, that for me, that was gold. I just need that type of what would you call it? Tactical input of every day, seeing exactly what I'm doing, how it stacks up compared to what I'm supposed to be doing. And then on a weekly basis saying, here's how the weight moved. Here's how I did on hitting those things. So just that constant reinforcement is what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And here's how it's working. And so, yeah, I've lost, I think before Europe, I was at 35 pounds down. We beat our 10% a body weight goal, and I'm considering what will be the next goal. So that was important. But I'll tell you what I didn't expect in the program that has been the huge transformational thing for me was the weightlifting and the steps combined, but particularly, again, this approach of having all of the workouts pre-planned in an app where I can track by moment what progress I'm making. And when I look back at those first few weeks of how much I was lifting or how little I was lifting compared to now, I really, if you're in your 60s like me and you've lost some strength and you're beginning to think, I can't rebuild muscle mass again. And that's really where I was. Mentally, I had decided I will never be able to rebuild this muscle mass. And to have that type of strength come back over the last few months and just the motivation of tracking it in the app, the motivation of talking to you every week to encourage me, challenge me, push me to go a little bit harder, that's what's changed my life. Because muscle is coming back, balance is coming back, confidence is coming back, energy is coming back. And that's critical because we're entering a season of life where that isn't true for everyone. And I've got some real things I want to achieve during this season of life. And of course, adding on top of it, just the walking every day has been so good for the hips, so good for the strength and balance. But it's also given me, as I'm walking a few miles a day, a time to be listening to some things that are really positive. You and I haven't talked much about that, but I've found some things to plug into the earphone. So I just look at the focused nutrition, the very clear progression in weightlifting, the challenge just to get the steps going and ratchet them up. And I just had mentioned to you, we just got back from London on an anniversary trip, and one day we did 10 miles in a day. And when I started the program, I could barely walk a mile.
I remember that
day. And we did that, and we got up the next day and just did it again. So putting those three pieces together with the accountability and the coaching, those four elements together, that's what I needed, and it's changed my life. I'm very grateful to you.
And so when you say the strength was the biggest thing that changed your life, what did you mean by that specifically, besides obviously sending me the screenshots of your total tonnage of this gym? But
no, I had reached a point where with the pain in the hips, and the legs was such, and the weakness that just to get on the floor and play with my grandkids and get back up easily, it was not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
And so when you've lost that much strength that it's hard to do to get off the floor, right? One of my goals, I told you, of all the silly things is I want to be able to stand on one foot and put my pants on again. And I thought, I'm never going to be able to do that again. Those things are very damaging to your psyche. I mean, those things are very damaging to your self-confidence about, well, if I'm in my mid-60s, what does 70 look like? And just that sense of the muscle isn't coming back like it did when I was young. But getting on this program, it changed how I look at aging. It changed how I look at the work I do with CEOs around the country. It changed how I interact with my family. Sure, losing weight helped with all of that, and I love it. I'm still ticked off. You didn't tell me I'd be giving away thousands of dollars of my custom shirts and
the hidden costs. The hidden costs.
Yeah, you didn't tell me the hidden cost, but I got to tell you, one of the funnest days was when I cleaned out my closet, and there went my suits and there went my shirts, and I started looking for new stuff, and
someone's got a good come up at Goodwill, huh?
Somebody's got some good stuff coming. But no, it's I didn't anticipate the emotional, psychological changes it would have on me. And again, if I'd just been on a diet where I was restricting things, I wouldn't have lost this much weight, and I would have been discouraged about it. And I was certainly discouraged with the training in the gym. I wasn't making the progress that I needed to make.
But what would you say is the big difference that you feel like this time around it's sustainable for you?
Well, I think part of it is the educational process you go through. So I know I'm probably a pain in the butt for you. I'm one of the guys that I question every single thing, but that's the way I'm wired. I need to understand things. And so it's not a black box, right? And every question I've had, you've helped me understand, all right, here's what we're doing. Here's why we're doing it. And here's why that's going to lead to results. Well, if I get that in my head,
Totally.
I can commit to those types of things, right? When I just read a diet book or, some influencer online of,
Here's my secret method.
I don't understand it, and therefore I don't believe it. So
Totally.
you've taught me what would work. We've tried it. It's actually worked. It's doable. It's enjoyable. The flexibility on how the macros are built. Early on, I was concerned about all the foods I'd have to give up. And about the 10th time, you and Malia said, you can literally eat any food you want, but you have to hit your macro targets. That changed everything for me. Because I'm not a food is fuel guy. I'm a food is pleasure, and it's entertainment, and it's social, and it's family. And I won't ever become a food is fuel guy. You didn't make me.
Good for you for saying that.
You made me become macros are what I have to hit.
Yeah.
And I can eat and enjoy the foods that I want to enjoy and eat. I just simply have to hit my macros.
If you were to rewind back to April or March, whenever it was, and you were to give yourself one piece of advice, what would that be?
Obviously what I wish I'd taken ownership of it and done something much, much sooner.
That's a piece of advice.
I knew for several years I'm going down a path that doesn't have a good ending to it. And I just kept procrastinating because I'd never seen anything that actually worked. So get out there and find the answers, find somebody to help you, get signed up for the program. But even when you and I talked, I think it took me probably a month to make the decision. And I wish I had.
Maybe a week or two. It wasn't a month.
Well, you don't know how long I was reading your stuff online, but
fair enough.
But
I guess I look like a slimy little guy anyway. So
well, I there's just that whole hustle bro culture that doesn't communicate well to people in my age bracket who've had my life experiences, right? I've seen it all and I've seen it come and I guess there was that part of, if I could learn one thing, it was maybe not at any age, but certainly at my age and condition, there still is hope and there's still a path out of it. And
I love that. I love that.
A period of time where I didn't. And I think if you're in your 60s or late 60s and you've had some health setbacks, it is easy to reach that point of saying, I'm never coming back from this. And if you allow that mindset to remain, you certainly won't come back from it. Some people get to a point they don't come back from it. We are all going to die, right?
Yeah.
But this was way too soon in life for me to be in that mindset. So.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because what advice would you give to someone who is in that mindset to get them out of that?
Well, that is so tough.
It's tough, huh? Because even if you're not 60, like so many guys get into a position of like, this is just me, this is just my genetics or whatever, you name it, right? They get into a position of this is just how it's going to be when it doesn't need to be that way. So you looking back, like, how did you get yourself out of that?
Well, but I tell you, our minds are so full of the crap that we have been fed about what it's going to take. And
yeah,
most everybody in that, they've tried a dozen programs.
Sure.
And a dozen programs promised something and maybe delivered something for a short period of time. And then the 2,000 pounds came back. And you may learn, Jimmy, as you age, that you reach a point where most people would call it cynicism, I simply call it realism.
For that one.
We all, I think, reach a point where we've seen so many disappointments and so many things that didn't work that it is very hard to continue to be open to the possibility. I met a guy in the gym. His big thing is he was about my age. He says, "I'll never have a relationship with a woman again. It's never good." And he goes through all these reasons. And I thought, and this was early on. And I thought, and I told him, and I don't think I'm ever going to be in good shape again. So he said, "All right, when we meet in the gym, I'm going to be here encouraging you, because you can get in good shape again, and this program is going to work for you." And I said, "Only if you allow me to encourage you that you can have a relationship again."
I love that.
We all have these barriers, these areas of life where you get, I guess, beat down finally, and mentally. I just think the people in this community need to be encouraging other people, and I talk to people on a regular basis because they see in me the difference, not just physically, but mentally. And they say, "What's up?" And I tell them the whole story about connecting with you and what we've gone through. But, I was a positive mental attitude guy when I was young. I read all of those books and did all of that stuff.
Tony Robbins and
well before Tony Robbins, the people that, because I'm old, but him as well. But it's pretty common for us to reach a point where that just doesn't work anymore, and there's got to be a program that makes sense. And so the less, for me, the hype around any program like yours, that's meaningless at my age.
Yeah.
The data of do this, and this, and it's going to equal this. Well, I'm going to test you on that, and I tested you, and it absolutely delivers.
Yeah, I remember that. Glad it worked out, though. Yeah. Awesome, dude. I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate you sharing your experience. And most of all, I appreciate your wisdom.
Yeah,
I love that.
I appreciate you and Malia, and I've told you before, you guys have changed my life, changed my wife's life. She's continuing on a program like this that's specifically designed for women in her age group, and she's having real results.
Amazing.
Our life, marriage, what we'll be able to do with our grandkids, this has all changed because of your program. So we are deeply...
Don't make me cry now, Dusty. Come on.
We are deeply grateful.
Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate that, man.